Brotherhood is at your service.
I feel good, sir. I think I get what you're talking about.
Go away. You're going to get me chewed out.
Combat does not take place in the brain. It is passion, instinct, and the will to
Go
survive.
away. You're going...
Initiate, you've got a lot of nerve to interrupt. Oh my... I swear, these kids would be lost without... Talk to Scribe Jameson. She's our keeper of the scrolls. She spends most of her time in the archives. That would be me, but that ain't gonna happen. Not unless you get permission from the old man, and I'll teach you all you need to... I am charged with the duty of turning these maggots into brothers of steel. With the threat of the Enclave, they're likely going to be pressed into service, so I've... Killing unarmed civilians makes me sick. Come over here. Try fighting someone who shoots back, fucking cowards. Why do you think I ride these initiates so hard? I make training hell so...
Welcome.
What is it, Owen? The robot isn't going to fix itself.
Precisely what I'd like to speak with you about. What's this I hear about power consumption actually increasing? We both know that's not an option.
We've been over this. A slight modification to one system and all the subroutines go haywire. Don't worry, I'm on it.
I come to you for results, not excuses, Rothschild. That robot could mean the difference between victory or defeat against the Enclave.
All right, all right. I'll see what I can do. Outsiders in the Citadel. Such a pleasure. May I start by saying that I am sorry for your loss. I was acquainted with your father many years ago. The world has lost one of its few remaining visionaries. I have been a part of the Brotherhood for many years, enough that I was here when Project Purity first began. I did not work directly with your father. He and his team valued their independence, and I respected that. Think nothing of it. Now, Dr. Lee has explained your predicament. You need to locate some Vault-Tec equipment? A Gek? Goodness no, certainly not. I must say that there are some who doubt such a device really exists, let alone works. If, however, you share your father's determination, I may be able to assist you in locating one. Possibly. I'm afraid I won't be able to assist you directly. The news Dr. Lee has brought will require me to be elsewhere. I can, however, give you access to an old pre-war computer from Vault-Tec. It may have the information you need.
You'll find the terminal in the archives in the A-Ring.
You are welcome. If you... I'm afraid I have other...
Typical. All you wastelanders want to do is put on that damn power armor and join the ranks of the skull-thumping tin soldiers. So be it. Talk to Elder Lyons. I'm sure he'll grant permission for the training, which our gunnery sergeant can provide.
Could I? Yes. I'm afraid you're asking the wrong person. Predominantly because the Elder won't like. But well, that depends. Lyons will tell you it's because we're protecting the poor, innocent people of the capital wasteland. Most others here will tell you the same thing. They'll do anything for that man. I'm here for two reasons. One, Lyons needs me. He always has, just as much as I need him. We've been through a lot together, he and I. Two, take a look around you. Access to this kind of technology and the benefits it could provide to the Brotherhood is immeasurable. What? We arrived here in 55, established ourselves in the Citadel within the first few months. The Elder has kept us busy since then. The Brotherhood of Steel is bigger than what you see here. We're only a small division, but that's a bit of a sore subject around here. The West Coast, unless something has changed. There's been no contact with them for the last several years. There's also a small detachment in Chicago, but they're off the radar. Gone rogue. Long story. Indeed it is. Especially when they refuse any attempts at communication. Much has happened in the 23 years since we left the West Coast. Our mission has changed in that time. The changes have not all been pleasant, and have had significant repercussions. We were dispatched with a specific mission. We were sent to locate and secure any technology remaining from before the war. Like our robotic monstrosity, that was our greatest find. Damn thing still doesn't work, but at least it's ours. But those damn super mutants, they changed things. Lyons changed. He decided they were a threat, not just to us, but to everyone. And so he altered the mission. Finding the source of the mutants and putting a stop to them was his goal. Our original mission became an afterthought. We've failed both. It wasn't why we were sent here. Good or bad. Lyons knew that, but ignored it. He decided it was more important to save the people here than to obey orders from his superiors. For years he'd try and persuade them to send reinforcements and supplies, all the while stringing them along, saying he was sticking to... Finally, things came to a head. Lyons direct... I am, and have been since we first found him, well over 20 years ago. Liberty Prime is the designation we found on file for him. Magnificent, don't you think? It's the energy consumption. Something that big with such advanced weapon systems, we just don't have the means to power it. Not yet. He was developed as a super weapon back in the days before the war. The first joint operation between RobCo and General Atomics International. Apparently, he was meant to help liberate Alaska from the Chinese, but was never completed. They were forced to go... They won, but suffered heavy losses. If we can get him up and running, well, I think you get the idea.
You have my condolences. Your father was a good man. Talk. The Brotherhood is an old organization going back to the years just after the war. The Brotherhood began on the West Coast. In truth, the Brotherhood... honor, truth, courage. Ah, no. That... Our orders were, and are, to but when I realized the extent of the super mutant threat, I felt it was my responsibility to aid the people in their struggle against them. Unfortunately, my superiors back west disagree with my assessment of the situation. I feel I've grown too attached to the local populace. And they're right. In any event, the Enclave's arrival changes everything. It's been over 20 years since we arrived. With the arrival of the Enclave, I have a terrible feeling the super mutants... Would you believe no? It's pathetic, really, considering we've been fighting those abominations for nearly 20 years. In all that time, all we've managed to do is to contain the threat, hold them back so they don't overrun every blasted settlement out here. But we don't really know anything. Where they're from, why they've infested the DC ruins. And now here we are, holed up in our citadel. Low on resources, low on troops. It's enough to make an old man so very tired. Ah, yes. Everyone asks. His name is Liberty Prime. We've had about as much success getting him working as they did. Considering the circumstances, I think... Speak to Gunny in the Bailey. He will... You'll find him in the... More than anyone else, I dare say. Certainly enough to know they're the Brotherhood of Steel has encountered... Then they were led by a President Richardson. Now we've got this Eden to contend with. It matters not now, as before they seek to control and destroy. All in the guise of restoring order. Your father, I fear, was just the beginning.
Scribe Rothschild wants a report on your tests. Have your results posted? Powers? The Enclave seems to have developed advanced plasma-based
personnel at a remarkable rate.
I see. The Brotherhood is at your service.
I'd like to hear your report on those latest armor modifications.
Hail to you. By the traction of I am Star Pal, and I am honored to say I did. Long ago, I helped guard the water purifier against the super mutant. He was a noble man. I was saddened to hear of his... I only pray that my own death has such... And continue to remember him fondly. But now... I escorted your father across the wastes. I would like the honor of escort... As a Star Paladin, I answer only to Elder Lions. By aiding you in your travel, then I shall... As James's child, I know I don't need to explain, but I am not your servant. Now. Then... Certainly, I shall remain... And perhaps I would, in James's honor. Perhaps return when you are alone, and I will...
You're a bit... early today, sir. Regardless, I'm happy to report that the development of the Mark II recon armor...
Go away. You're going to get me chewed out.
I'm sorry, but I really... We don't have time to talk right now. Perhaps all this time spent acquiring technology and we look like cavemen next to the Enclave. That is not acceptable.
Hail.
What I wouldn't do to get my hands on one of those Enclave vertibirds.
What is it? So what do you think? Can we take these Enclave guys?
Lens,
You're kidding me, right?
did you have any success? Ah, well, step over here for a...
Tin soldiers in devil suits, and you lose your nerve? Those Enclave troops are a joke. Yeah, we've handled worse before, right? See, I knew you'd cheer me up. Thanks.
What was the result of the latest
Look,
scan?
either way, we should hit Enclave later and run the purifier complex. Sound good?
Father,
With those
Roger
shooter
that.
I
ones,
do not wish to
they're able
discuss.
to...
You just managed to get yourself... Welcome to the city.
You heard what the others have been saying
Welcome.
about the Enclave?
Look, the Enclave has the tech. They have the resources.
What was the result of the latest scan?
There's been another behemoth sighted in the wasteland in the Evergreen Mills region. That's heavy raider country, so things could get...
So what's the latest?
Sighted in the wasteland.
All right. Thanks for the
All right, thanks for
information.
the information.
This map shows the locations of all entrance to Vault 86. The area is highly irradiated. Quite simply, you don't. You share your father's determination, it seems. Vault 87 is located very... No, I'm afraid not. After initial... You, however, are free to do as you choose. More... I wish we could do more, but the Brotherhood put... All of my efforts must now be... How can I help you?
The Brotherhood is at your service. I made a little bit of progress with Prime's locomotion capacitor, but now his IFF system is, I don't think that Paladin Gunny would be very happy if he saw
What?
me.
Huh? I'm sorry. I'm just an initiate.
I don't think that Paladin got...
These kids couldn't hit the ass end of a behemoth at 5 paces. You should get... Heard you were coming. Yeah, I can train you, but don't ask me to like it. My initial... Anyway,
would be
now
very
look,
happy
to
if
wear
he saw me
power
talking
armor,
to an
first thing you
outsider.
need to do is relax your muscles. Let the suit do the work, okay? Now you. What aid can I offer you out?
The Brotherhood is...
Welcome home, sir.
Watch the wastes.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Things are looking good.
What do you want?
Back off. Don't even think about it. Take a look. Nope. I'm not looking for trouble, but if you don't back off, I'm not afraid to defend.
Oh, come on. Pay more attention to what you're doing. Zavod here, engaging. Where? Area secured. Contact confirmed. Backup requested. Where? Why don't you look where you're going? Hey, be more careful. Why don't you look where you're going? Vigilance is advised. Will you?
You're dead, meat sack! Kick ass!
Got company!
Come on! Come on!
All clear. Stand down. Hey, be more careful. Hey, be more careful. Drop him. This is foolish. Reveal
Maybe I'm
yourself.
just jumpy.
on, pay more attention to what you're doing. Oh, come on, pay more attention to what you're doing.
Sierra Petrova does. I take it you're here to... I have one of the... No. Heck, I've won the Nuka-Cola Yep, I'm the president. Once a year, we gather here in Girdershade to have a cook-off using Nuka-Cola and the recipe. Last year, I won with my poached roach and Nuka sauce. Delicious. Well, only 2 right now. But membership is open to the... Ronald? Oh, I'm sorry. I figured you met him already. He's my neighbor and my protector, as he calls it. Imagine if some nasty raider... He's such a sweet... He's a darling. Like once, there were these raiders that came by. So they, like, kicked in Ronald's door and he was like, blam, with his gun, and then the other one tried to, like, hit him all in his head with some club. And Ronald was so cool how he died. Then the lugnut guy was in Ronald's face with the... Oh... Well, you should definitely talk to... How can you resist? Well, come on, then. When Nuka-Cola was invented by John Caleb Braverton in 2044, it quickly became the world's most popular soft drink. Hang on, the tour's not done yet. Be patient. Your ice-cold Nuka-Cola is only moments away. The Wonder Drink soon drew a dedicated following, which prompted the Nuka-Cola Corporation to release many promotional items like these. By 2067, a Nuka-Cola machine such as this rare, pristine model could be found on almost every street in America. Even in today's crazy world, Nuka-Cola is still the #1 choice of refreshment among Armageddon survivors. As promised, here's a little pick-me-up. An ice-cold Nuka-Cola. Just look at the frost on the bottle. So cold and delicious. Pardon me. Before I get to the little proposition I have for you. So impatient. Anyway, for every bottle you... But if you're super cool and find, like, enough bottles to fill my Nuka-Cola... Oh, okay. I have a schematic. Imagine the look on the target's face. So... Oh, good. In fact, your best bet would be to find the ruins of the DC Nuka-Cola bottling facility. With them in hand. While you're there, you may eat... Nope. Well, to the east, there are some nasty... Luckily, we're kind of hidden here on... Well, the DC facility was like... It was the only facility to ever produce quantum. They were in a test... Too bad they didn't. Otherwise, quantum... I don't know a whole lot about weapons. It explodes in a huge... Well, they were working on a way to prevent the glow from remaining once it passed through a person's system. I heard that the stuff they used to make it glow and should make... Well, I guess so. I heard that sometimes all you need is a little rat away. Well, the bottles are glass. That way the glowy stuff inside should... Oh my! Your head spins, but everything is... Addicted? Why would you say that? I can stop drinking. That's so silly to think I would get hooked on the most delicious soft drink. Oh.
Hey, pal, what were you doing in... That better be all you were checking out. I don't like guys... Well, that's likely because... She's one hot lady, though, am I right? Wow, you are as naive as... How do I put it? I'd love to do the horizontal bop with her, you know. Plow her bean field. Come on. New to this. Well, let's just say that she has something I want to get a hold of. I know she's asked you to find her some Nuka-Cola Quantum. Heck, what I'm proposing is you still look for the drinks, but she'll be so impressed that I got all the Nuka-Cola for her. I pay you the same she was going to pay. Well, look, don't answer me now. Oh, and I wouldn't bother running back to Sierra and warning. She may be a hottie, but she's a bit... Bringing me some quantum, I hope. My friend, you are at the ass end. One thing I can tell you is stay the hell away from the Dunwich building. I don't know what that place is about, but Well, that bottling plant is the place. If it was easy, I'd... That stuff. Imagine drinking a Nuka-Cola, then downing a fistful. Sierra shared one with me a long time ago, after I drank it Just remember,
Trespasser detected.
Help me out.
Executing
We'll
protocol.
get him.
KF.
People you never forget you ever existed.
Continue.
This area is off limits. Do none.
Multiple failures detected.
Where?
Move along, please.
Loading personality. Rocco Art 38B3.18 Factory Assistant. Running default factory protocol. Error. Coding daily agenda. Error. Production threat identified. Initializing program. Excalibur.
Contact confirmed. Backup requested. Where?
Production threat identified. Initializing program. Excalibur. Greetings. Fellow employee, please present your valid work
We'll get him.
No valid.
Hey! We'll get him. Bravo! foolish. Reveal yourself! Face me, damn it! Got one here, engaging! I've got one! Target acquired! Stand down. Hey! I've got your back! Got one here, engaging! Where? Hostile incoming! I'm hit! Victory! Detected. Commencing attack. Look out! Got one here, engaging. Where? For Elder Lions. I'm hit. Be vigilant.
Execute expulsion protocol. KL-001. Kill all trespassers.
This area clear. Proceeding with search.
Execute expulsion protocol. KL-.
Failure state.
Trespasser detected.